welcome back, guys, to CRF Tier 4. Sorry that we missed, I think. Haven't missed too much anyway. Ooh. It's raining. It's going to make it interesting. Intermediate weather. Around a track like this, that's going to cause some issues on traction, especially through this section. Really tough to get on the power up this hill, especially if you're running low down. If you're running low assists. Who have we got on a lap? TTV Syndical up to 4th. That's a good lap from him in the 24s. I think 23s will probably be pole today. High 23s maybe. We've still got Apex to set a quick lap. I think he's on a lap right now. Goes in a little bit deep there. It's going to cost him time. Coming out of the exit. Through the final couple of corners. Oh no, he's okay. So he's not a lap. Must have not. Oh no, he's invalidated his lap. That's why. Who have we got going on to a lap now then? Possibly Smithy. No, okay. Super is going to go on to a lap now. We'll follow him. Jack's going on to a lap. We'll follow him. He's definitely going to go on a lap here. To extending the track as much on entry to the line to gain as much speed down the main straight as you can. Hit that very top speed. Keeping the line as short as possible, braking around the 100-meter board, hitting the first and second apex, not hitting those soft curves on the inside. Again, third apex, just missed the apex, so you don't get any overly big rotation into the 50-meter board. Both curbs again, try and swing it as far out as you can, not exceeding track limits. 50-meter board again. Try and get the car rotated as much as you can, and don't spin those rears, otherwise you're going to lose so much time on exit. Again at the 50-meter board, don't bring it too wide, and he has. Oh, that's an invalidation. So easy to invalidate on that corner. Just pushing the track a bit too hard, and that's what happens. You're punished. What else have we got? Possibly TTV Syndical on a lap. Or an FC Vickers. FC Vickers has made a mistake. Smithy looks to be on a lap. We'll follow him now. So coming through again. Can't take it too wide this time. Keeping it all safe. Not too close for an invalidation. Oh, he's gone wide. He's gone wide there. It's an invalidation again. Using too much throttle, almost like it was the dry there. We'll follow on board with Turbo Sphinx, the Tier 5 manager. Can he put on a good performance tonight? I think he definitely can. I think he's definitely one of the quickest here. And he can definitely sneak into the 23s if he has a good lap. Oh. What have I just seen? Turbo's just gone to the pits. That was a bit of a glitch. Okay. Moving on from that. Jack looks to be on a lap again. Where he invalidated this time, he's kept it safe. Now hopefully to set a good time on the board. Taking that line perfectly, trying to not run it too wide. He's just kept it in the white lines, maybe a little bit too bumpy on the on the off track there, but he's gone purple through the middle sector, taking this really aggressively. That looks like a really good line. He's going to get a good exit now on the asphalt. Coming down to the second to last corner. You've got to hit that apex, run it wide, try and open the corner up as much as you can, and then get on the power as quickly as possible without spinning those rears and go short run to the line. Is this going to be a top 5 for Jack? It's pole! He's in the 23s, that's about a 6th, 10th gap or something. Jeez. Wow. Almost 6 tenths. 2 PS. It's a brilliant lap from Jack. And then Saita goes even quicker with a 23.4. Completely missed that. Unbelievable lap by the debut man. Did never see that one coming. Got anyone else on a lap? Do you know what? Take this time to try and invite some people. Who have left? I think Turbo left. And EBN needs to jump in. Yeah. Right. Sorted. Right, we're going to jump on board with Apex, I think. Definitely a contender for pole. And he's going to come onto his lap now. Not wide. Oh no, he is going to widen the line to try and carry as much pace as he can through that corner. Keep the line tight again, as I said, to gain as much tenth, even though it's, you know, could be only a couple of thousand. That can change the result of qualifying, as we've seen many times. Looks pretty smooth for the first couple of corners. The 50-metre braking board. He's looking aggressive here. Little slide maybe through, a bit of understeer. But is this, was that, I don't know, that was a purple sector 1, so maybe slightly down at the moment, but definitely looked very clean. While this is happening as well, Lab Rat Dan has gone into second with a 23.6. Another great lap. These laps are pretty nice, to be fair. You can get low 23s, that'd be crazy. Good exit again. Attacking them curbs. Possibly sacrificed a little bit of exit speed by overly turning into the left hander, but still pretty nice and tidy nonetheless. And he can put his Avatari up, hopefully in the top 5, maybe displacing Mike, who actually has also put a very impressive time of a 24.2 in that Williams. Up to the line, it's P4, and actually, that was on the softs. So softs possibly coming to the end of the session, maybe the quicker tyre. So all these runs, yeah, it stopped raining, so, or mostly stopped raining. So all these runs on the inters are probably going to mean nothing. So you know, have Sighted, who's going to still be under pressure to set a perfect lap, coming onto the final run with 3 minutes and 47 seconds to go. Apex Capes has just shown that those soft tyres do have some pace. Got anyone else going on laps? Smithy has just gone pole with a 22.3. Yeah, the track is definitely drying. Definitely drying. That is a brilliant lap if it wasn't for dry. He's going to have to get in though, because he's going to want to bolt on them set of softs. And hopefully he can be in a challenge for pole. And FC Vickers as well on inters. Who we got on outlaps? Jackson on an outlap early on. See, at this point, I wouldn't be going out. I'd be waiting as long as you can, because the track's going to be evolving. It's going to be drying with every single car that's going to be going past. So the last runner to hit the checkered flag line is likely to get a much bigger advantage than the first one that crosses the finish line, which I'm guessing right here will be Jack. As he's going to be clearing a lot more water for the drivers. Thank you for the follow, Turbo. I think that was you anyway. Good luck in the race, my man. Maps at the moment. Big Van Bowski has gone for Inters, interestingly. I think that's going to be a mistake for him. Supra's on a lap, though. So he's going to be the first soft run on a lap right now. He's maybe going to go for a double run, but I don't think he's going to have the battery for it. So this is probably going to be his only run for a fast lap. Purple the first sector, so the track has definitely evolved. So we are looking for this time to be definitely in the... I mean, we might be able to get into the teens, depending on the track. I think we probably will. Oh, he's lost it there. I think he may have backed out with invalidation. This is not going to be too bad for him, though, because he's now going to have more time to prep them tyres. Who have we got? Jack. Looks like he's going on another outlap, interestingly. So he's waiting as well. Maybe first driver, maybe Labrat Dan. We've got an Aston Martin Syndical. Yes, TTV Syndical on a lap right now. He's going to be our first soft runner. White Boy Ricky has gone up to second with a 22.7. Not even displacing Smithy on those intermediates, so... I mean, it looks dry enough, but... we'll see on that. We have Syndical still coming around. That's... I don't even know how you pronounce that name. Paul. We're gonna say Paul for now, just so I don't get it wrong. It's gone Paul with a 21.3, so definitely I think teams are on the board here. Later on in this session, Syndical should be one of the next people to come up to the line. If anyone else does, I'll keep eyes on it. I think the clock's about to tick down to 0 now anyway. Syndical coming up to the line. What's this going to be? Is he going to be in the top 10? Yes, he is. He's going to go pole with a 19.9. Apex Keeps already out, so his qualifying's over. Labrat Dan goes to second with a 19.9 again. Really close between them two. The McLaren there, third place, 20.4. We've got a Mercedes coming around the final corner now. And that's Smithy on soft tyres. Is he going to be able to this place and go pole? No, he's not. Okay, must have made a mistake on that lap. He's... White Boy Ricky's not going to come through with it. Van Bowski on Inters only goes 7th, but it is still a little improvement. We've got a Ferrari on a lap of Supra, I believe. Yes, he is. Is he going to get to the top 10? No, he's not. No improvement from him. McLaren's gone up. That's McLaren. That's Turbo Sphinx going pole with a 19.1. Massive gap for the front guys. And we've got... who else have we got coming around the final corners? Jack's coming around the final corner. Can he go to pole? Can he get into second place, in fact? I mean, that gap's massive. Turbo might have already secured it. He's going to get a toe up to the line right now by, I think, possibly Mike. And I think... is that pole? Is he just done an 18? 18.4? Hold up, he's done an 18.4. That is no way. GG's, Jack. That's a crazy lap, I can't lie. Mad. We're missing. We miss? No, Vickers didn't do it. Vickers has only been on Inters, so Vickers didn't even do a lap as well. So Vickers is down there. Smithy is down there. After setting a really good lap. Pias is down there, who was up there. Apex Capes is down there. There's a couple of big names down the bottom. I'll run you through your top 10 at least. We've got Jack in P1, P3 with TTV Syndical in P4. Labrat Dan comes to P5 with Andy Ring in P6. The two McLarens going 7th and 8th with Mike in P9 and White Boy Ricky in P10. The rest of the runners are pretty much Inters runners anyway, so they are always going to be slower. But yeah, this is going to be a very interesting race with some quicker guys down the back of the pack. Oh, I'm ready. Oh. Strategy-wise, I'm pretty sure hard medium, probably best, but obviously safety car, you get a safety car chance around here. Going on a softer tyre to start off with, and if you get an early safety car, you can box into them hards and run it to the end, so it's definitely definitely worth thinking about that. But personally, if I was driving there, I'd probably pick a hard medium. Just means at the end of the race you've got the quicker tyres than everyone else, and yeah, hopefully secure a good result. Ooh. Here we go. Good luck, lads. 3 red lights, 4 red lights, 5 red lights, and it's lights out. And it's not away we go. Whilst I don't know what's happened there. Red flag. Oh dear. I've seen this glitch many times. No, why are we getting leaves, man? Oh, it's got a million pings. So maybe I think will be a restart. Yeah, okay. We will be back with you in a bit. I'll have to sort out the grid and everything, so be back with you guys soon whilst I sort this out. Sorry for the delay. Right, I hope we're back live. Sorry for the delay. Stupid EA, as usual. Yeah. So, I hope we don't get a red flag this time. Otherwise, we're ruined. Oh, just to give you a reminder, the top two, we have Jack on pole with Turbo next to him. On the outside, I think, is second. Actually, no, I think inside second. Which turns to outside, coming into the first big corner. Everyone's just loading their setups and getting their strategy sorted, and then we should be ready to go. Here we go. Ooh. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red lights. And away we go for the Imola Grand Prix. We're still waiting. And off we go. Jack gets a good start with Turbo. Think may edge alongside. Squeezing him out. Jack takes the lead into turn 1 with Turbo incited. Side by side, there's a little bit of contact with the Alpine and the McLaren behind. There's all sorts of going on everywhere. Virtual safety car is out, and there's a couple of 5 seconds down the back of the grid. Let's have a quick look at the tyre situation. So everyone going soft to medium. So some people think they can do a soft medium strategy. Maybe around here you can do it. Maybe it is quicker on those fresh softs to do at the start. The 2 leaders going with it, and then TTV Syndical behind on their mediums. If he can stay in that DRS, we may have a really good chance at a victory here. Still under VSC. We've got big loser here of NFC Vickers has dropped back a couple of positions. He's dropped back to... Yeah, he's dropped back 5 places. There must have been a small contact at the start. I think Sighted and one of the McLarens also had some contact at the start on the inside of turn 1, which caused... Or is it turn 2? I think it actually might be classed as turn 2 around there. Which must have caused a little bit of a domino effect behind, and that's probably why the VSC has come out. I don't know if anyone's lost some wings. You may see some guys boxing this lap. Come on, can we get race? Here we go. Green flags gone now. We've got one of the McLarens in, one of the Red Bulls in, and Pias in, I think, as well. Jack's got that 4/10 gap at the moment, and it's side by side into turn 1 between TTV Syndical, who's got a poor start, and he's dropped back to 6th from 3rd. I don't know what's happened then. Been caught napping on the straight, presumably on Delta. He's just managed to get away without a drive-through, but he's dropped 3 places there. And the Haas, McLaren, and Alpine have all gained on that. Jack and Turbo stretching their advantage, just 1 second away from the Alpine now. I'm presuming they are going to want to almost work together now, possibly, to try and break their way from the pack behind. Turbo's had a mistake there, and he's dropped. Turbo's dropped down to 5th. May have made a mistake coming out of the quick left-hander, and that's dropped him down to 5th. And now Jack's got that 2.4 second gap and no penalty to add to that. Is that a 3 second already for... Yeah, 3 second. That's not good to see. 3 second on lap 2. It's going to hit him hard. But Jack's just extending right now. It's going to be over almost 3 seconds coming across the line. Commanding it out front at the moment. TTV Syndical, 3/10 back. Here we go. We're going side by side right now with that between Andy Ring and Mike. Mike's going to maybe go on the inside, but backs out of it last second. Sits in behind, but Andy Ring's gone wide. And now Matt's going to try and go down the outside. And there's contact there. And Andy Ring has lost the back end a little bit as Apex Capes goes round the outside. Luckily, no contact there. And that's Andy Ring dropping 2 positions, but he's going to try and go for his dive bomb. Ends up backing out of it. Needs to settle now back in behind Apex and just get his rhythm back going. The big fight's back. Doesn't look like it. 3.1 seconds now between the two leaders. Really looks like Jack is just running away with it right now. I mean, battery looks pretty reasonable on 67%. Doesn't look too much, but behind now we're going to might go side by side into the final some of the final corners. I mean, the McLaren also on mediums, which is interesting. So he's found some pace on those mediums. The Alpine has gone wide now, and this is going to invite the McLaren of Hallan to go round the outside, and it's an easy move. Can the Alpine fight back? He's looking to the inside. He's looking to the inside, but nothing there. The McLaren, however, now does have that battery warning light, which means he's under 10%, and that could be causing issues. Behind we have Adrian, who's on the grass there. He's going to be defending from EBN. Looks like he's stuck it, but once again, the Williams goes wide. Almost contact, but Adrian's kept it out of him. It's good avoidance skills by the young Williams. Sight is still on the McLaren's tail, and that's the McLaren wide, probably taking a warning there. Still that light flashing. There's also a very big train right now behind TTV Syndical, who just can't find any of that pace on those medium tyres. I don't know if he's got wing damage, but he is dropping back from the Haas in front, and it's causing a large DRS train. With Apex Capes getting pretty feisty with Mike right now. Mike's in a very impressive, I think, P7 right now, holding up Apex. I know from previous races with him, he is a quick guy. He's just struggled in qualifying, but Smithy now with that poor exit from. Well, actually, we've got Turbo now, possibly going for a double move into turn 1. Little move under braking, but he's kept it out of the way. Can he make that P3? He's lodged on the curb. And so he has to lift off. That was almost close to tears of Turbo there. Almost getting the door closed on him into turn 1, and then getting lodged on the outside curb. Almost took him straight into the pathway of the Alpine, but luckily got away with it. Mike is also held on, and Smithy has got past Apex Capes in that battle for P7 right now. P6, P7. But these guys in front need to stop battling, because the more they battle, the larger gap Jack pulls. Joe, I've just realised it's 2022 lap race, so it's going to be, oh, let's retire for EBN. Is that going to be a safety car? Is that going to take away Jack's lead? Yes, it is. It's a safety car. Is Jack going to pit? I think he's got to pit here. Hards on mediums to the end would be the smart strategy. I think he is going to come into the pits. With the McLaren behind, I think he's going to stay out in the mediums, though he's going to come in, presumably bottom them hard tyres. Everyone's coming in behind. We've got Dan. Mike's going to go to the lead, though. Mike is going to go to lead on those mediums. He's going to risk it and hope for another safety car, presumably. Get that trap position and stay out the chaos. That's definitely a good idea from him. NSC Vickers also goes up to the lead, so he's going to go with the strategy with Mike. Adrian is going to box. Yeah, so pretty much everyone is boxing here. To get strap a fresh set of tyres on and go to the end. Most people look. I mean, TTV Syndicals look for soft, so obviously he wants to go for a 2-stop from here, which is, I mean, he's really going to bag on another safety car at this point on them soft tyres. Otherwise, he is going to be nowhere by the end of the race. We have Labrat, Dan, and Turbo Sphinx going on to those medium tyres, so even Turbo now, he's going to have that tyre advantage on the 2 ahead of him. Which could mean he could get into the lead of this race, and depending on how the tyre life is around here, those mediums might carry to the end absolutely fine. But most people have opted for the hards. So Mike is leading the way right now. Possibly one of Mike's first ever. I mean, I don't think he's ever led a safety car before. He's gonna start the safety car. I know he doesn't like the starting the safety car late, as it causes a lot of chaos behind. But we'll see what he does today. Should be another lap, I think, before the safety car comes in. Penalty-wise, we'll just check that now. We've got Saito with a 3-second, obviously, from that second lap, and then we've got a drive-through on Pias. So that's 2 weeks. I think that's 2 races in a row. Pias got a drive-through because of Delta, which is very unfortunate for him because he cannot pit now and take that away. He's got to wait for the safety car to come in, which, I mean, I feel like this rule's a bit stupid because that's a 5-second for White Boy Ricky actually as well. Yeah, it's a bit stupid because, I mean, yeah, he's gonna be nowhere now for the rest of the race pretty much, unless it's under the safety car with that drive-through. Position wise, Mike and NSC Vickers gaining a lot of positions from not boxing, but especially for the McLaren of Hallan, it's gained 3 positions, technical 5, big gainer, and also Apex Capes has gained 6. Those are the 2 big gainers from at the moment. Catching the safety car. Yeah. Right, should be in this lap. And Mike's going to set the pace of the field. It's going to be pretty tight, I reckon, with all the new fresh set of tyres. Drivers are going to be coming through to try and break away from these 2 in the lead that are going to be on older tyres, and will lack a lot of pace. And that's the McLaren. That is the McLaren with wing damage. The McLaren that has been doing so well this whole race has just got wing damage off. I don't think it was a brake check. I think he just misjudged the pace of the car ahead when the safety car was coming in, and has broken his end plate, and is now will have lost a lot of downforce and may have to box for a new set of tyres. Mike is going to go early. I think he's already gone. As I said, I think he would go quite early on. Yes, the McLaren is struggling with downforce and maybe under threat right now from Turbo on this lap. It's a big gain right now. I think he's going to go for the move even with this wing damage. He's going to back out. He knows he doesn't want that pace, so really now it's damage limitation. Can he keep the car on the track? He looks like there's so much downforce loss. Turbo should be able to just breeze past him at this point. Here we go. Yeah, he's off the track. There's no downforce in the McLaren, and he's just going to be a sitting duck in the corners. Mike still got that lead right now with NFC Vickers still holding from Jack, but Jack is going to be all over the rear of NFC Vickers, looking for that move on them fresh set of tyres. He needs to dispatch these drivers early, and he's going to go for it now, even in Sector 2. He's going to go for this move, and NFC Vickers just backing out. There's no need to fight that much. Turbo's going to be looking for this move anyway, though. Doesn't look like he's got quite the traction, but we'll look on Jack right now. Is he going to go for the move round the outside into the second to last corner? Going around the outside, oh, the McLaren's gone really wide. Where's he come from there? Gone for a massive dive and gone right off the track. And that has pushed NFC Vickers also down with Turbo going through. Jack wants to get that position, but Mike, with that superior straight line speed, is just keeping Jack at bay at the moment. I mean, he's right out of trouble here, Mike. If he does get lucky with even the safety car, or he just has quite a bit of pace in the next 5 laps. He could still be in a shout with some reasonable points here. Little gap forming now between Turbo and Sighted. Obviously, those medium tyres just working better for Turbo right now. He should be able to stick with Jack and maybe even have a little battle with him towards the end of the race. Looking back, we've got TTV Syndical also in that fresh set of softs. He needs to make some ground really, really early now. The McLaren I think he's been overtaken on those hards. Just as I said, super on those fresh set of softs. He's going to want to come through the pack, and that's Turbo Sphinx for the 3-second time penalty. So he's now got that 3-second time penalty. He's now going to be hoping that people around them do get a 3-second, because it doesn't look like Jack's really losing that much pace without these tyres. So I doubt Turbo's going to be able to break that DRS train with him. And he's not going to be able to pull away that Smithy with the 3 seconds. So people are getting 3 seconds. Another 3-second there for the McLaren of Hallam, who's also dropped back down a long way and is just behind PS actually, who was right at the back with that drive-through. So they're going to be hoping for a safety car towards the end of the race. Mike's still holding that position in P1, doing a really great job. Is he going to defend? He is going to defend again. Into 10, 4 or 5, through 6, whatever they are. Probably actually should get a corner image. Quite good for me. Yeah, Mike clearly has that superior strength and speed. He's got low battery though, and Jack is going to try and move around the outside. Backs out of it late on. He's going to go for the switchback. Brilliant move from Jack. And Mike can maybe hold that into this corner. No, he's backed out. He's backed out from both the moves, and Turbo's gone around the outside of 2 is slightly off track, but it was a tough corner to go side by side through. Mike's really now fallen back with that loss of momentum, and Saito has gone round the outside, and Mike's fallen back again. Both the Alpines, by the way, doing a reasonable job right now, but Vickers will also drop back, I'm presuming, with his pit stop he has to make. TTV Syndical still holding back, not really making much ground right now on those soft tyres. So is he possibly thinking of going to the end? I mean, I don't think those softs can make it to the end, but Smithy's just got past him as well. So TTV Syndical is really struggling for pace right now. And he hasn't got too big of a battery either. It's really close up front, with Apex keeps trying to go for a move on NFC Vickers. He's trying to find the gap. Around the outside, here he goes. He's trying to go for it, and he's hit the rear, turning in too early. And gives that fight up for now. A little bit of connection issues up ahead, and that's... Was that Mike? Mike made a mistake through that corner and exit. So yeah, as I said in qualifying, that corner really can kill you if you get on the throttle too early and you're not in the right gear. It will just spit you out. Mike really falling down the field now. Just doesn't have any pace on them on their mediums, and it looks like he's gone with the wrong strategy. It was a good risk, but just not working out for him. It's side by side also up ahead with NFC Vickers falling back on Apex Capes, and now Apex Capes has broken that big gaggle of cars, and now he can try and catch up to the Alpine ahead. He's definitely got the pace to, but no, back down the inside goes NFC Vickers. It's still side by side, coming around the final corner. DRS should be going to... Oh, that was close. I'm not sure who it's going to be. Who's got it? I don't think anyone's got it. Oh no, Vickers got it. It's going to be 4-1 into turn 1. 4-1 into turn 1. They go 2 by 2 now. Mercedes down the inside. Smithy. And Supra's got through on them softs. So Supra's gone from about 7th all the way up to 4th. Unbelievable move from Supra to get up there with Smithy behind. Apex Capes has lost a couple of positions there. TTV Syndical gaining 1, and that's Vickers even further down. Vickers has gone right from the front all the way to the back of this group now, so he's in P9. As I said with Mike, there's no tyre life. Mike's spun the car around as I was going on to him as well, and Adrian, his teammate, the second driver, may actually overtake Mike here on a legit track move. Looking up ahead, Jack is still leading the way. Just in DRS is Turbo, who's just keeping that gap so he can get that DRS every lap, and yeah, keep that up. I think they're probably on about similar ERS, are they? Yeah, similar ERS right now, so there's not much difference. It's just got, the only issue is that obviously Turbo does have that 3-second time penalty, so if Jack doesn't have that, he's pretty much just smooth cruising to the end unless he makes a big mistake. That's TTV Syndical off them soft tyres, so he's going to drop right to the back now. I'm not gonna lie. I'm doubting his strategy. That strategy just doesn't seem to be the quickest one going. He probably should have gone into a set of hards to the end, like the rest have in the front of the pack, because now he's just in no man's land with no one. not fighting for any points. So unless he gets a safety car, which even if he gets a safety car, he's going to be quite far back. So and people will box. So I doubt he's going to have a big. Not many positives off the strategy he's made in this race. Should be the same for Super, but he has done a good job getting up through the field. To be fair to him, it's just he's not going to have. I doubt he's going to have the tyre life to make it to the end on these soft tyres, and he will have to pit, and it will put him back down, probably into the outside the outside the point scoring places. Big Van Balski going for the switchback on McLaren of Polo. Who's in it? DRS? Is that the DRS line? DRS line, actually. Not sure. Seems quite early. Still side by side though. Coming through the last two corners. McLaren should have DRS though here, so if with this DRS he is going to get a big advantage, and that's Vickers into the pits now. He's going to be falling back a lot. Is the McLaren going to be able to get ahead? The Alfa Romeo's still got that flashing light, but there's no strength on speed. Also, during this, Turbo Sphinx has got ahead into the lead, presumably down into turn 1, and that has put him up ahead again. Obviously on those medium tyres that are going to be superior at this point, but as the race goes on, they will just drop off. We have Smithy. Supra's got a 3-second on his soft tyres, so those soft tyres presumably also going to be really, really, really going off as he misses the apex by a long way. No grip in them tyres. I'm presuming he's going to be boxing this like. Smithy's just getting pushed in behind, and Apex is also behind that. Trying to look for that move. He might actually be able to get the move into the final corner here. No, he's backed off again. Going to be looking for that straight line. Turbo Sphinx is being overtaken. Presumably. See, I've not missed that again, man. How's he done that? He's like second, must have a load of speed. Turbo Sphinx is going to go for the move down into turn 1 though. Down the inside, he's going to look. And he's the side by side. No, he's cleared him. Cleared him before the corner. These two almost look like they're working together at this point. It's just in a league of their own, to be honest. 4 seconds gap back to the Alpine. And that's Apex going down the inside of Smithy into turn 1. Good move, and he should now try and get away, but he's obviously got that under 10% battery with that flashing light that's being shown right now. Big battle behind as well. There's a lot. Oh, I think someone's in the pits. Mike's in the pits, yeah. So he's got a pit. He's got to definitely hope for a safety car right now. He's got no way of coming back into this race without a safety car. Only one retirement to this point as well. So, yeah. Definitely looking like there's some really clean racing going on right now, which is good to see. Smithy's gone down the inside of Apex because these guys are having a real big ding-dong. Smithy, Apex and Turbo Jack really having a really good ding-dong battle for their positions. Not giving them up, not even really focusing on the long game here, because Smithy could technically catch up to the Alpine ahead if they work together, but they're really just fighting for everything they can get. That's Jack down the inside of Turbo into turn 1's cleared already before turn 1, and he's back ahead. Jack at this point really just looking for that. Looking to keep that. Oh no, Jack's gone wide, got some understeer, and he's going to drop back in again. Thing is with Jack here right now is he just doesn't need to get any warnings, doesn't need to risk it too much, just needs to stay without a penalty, and he should be all right. The McLaren of oh, who's that in? White Boy Ricky coming in. Interestingly, for another set of mediums. We've got McLaren of Haaland as well, who pitted on lap 1 on the safety car, coming in, and he's back up to P9, so he's going to be trying to salvage some good points here. He can definitely gain that time, that 10 seconds, I reckon, with those fresh tyres. Definitely has a pace too. Still a close gap between the two leaders. Thank you for the follow. Still a close gap between the two leaders right now. Is Jack going to try and go for another move? He does have that ARS, but he's not going to use it right now. He's just going to save it for the end of the race, but he's still got that really big toe, and he's probably coming on to the final lap. The Grove Run. You've got a really good chance at, Let's see. We should be good. Okay, watch out. Right, back to the game. Almost the heart of the stream just went for a second. Turbo's just lifting here. I think Jack's trying to make sure he's behind to get that DRS, but Turbo's lifting, knows those mind games, and is now going to look for another move into turn 1 with the strength of the DRS. It's a big gap between Jack, but look at the gap just to go, and he's going to go straight past him into turn 1, and Jack is not even side by side again. Completely clear before the corner, and it's an easy overtake. Jack's once again sitting in behind Turbo. Turbo's tyres at this point, though, will be severely degrading. 12 laps here, and they're probably hitting about 40% tyre wear. And that really will be affecting their performance in the race. Big Van Bowski, I think, is holding on to his position to the McLaren at the moment. Don't think that was an overtake. I think it was just an attempted overtake that was well defended by the Alfa Romeo man. Jack very close again, and this is also coming up to a lap car, which may be giving DRS here. May actually give DRS. This is the Williams of Adrian. I don't know if the gaps. I think the gap probably is close enough. This may help Turbo to hold his P1 for another lap now. Is the rear wing going to open? I think it will. No, the rear wing doesn't open, so he doesn't get DRS, and this should mean Jack does come through on the inside again. Very easy move, most likely. Into turn 1, and he's fully clear. Adrian gets out of the way, as he should with blue flags. Very well respected from the Williamsman. Is the McLaren going to go for a move? And that's NFC Vickers getting down the inside of the McLaren and actually pushing him slightly off. And that was before even the DRS. So he could probably wait for DRS, but he's decided to go for it early on. The McLaren doesn't get past. So he's obviously running higher downforce, and it's just costing him being behind this Alfa Romeo right now. He cannot progress in this race, and it's really hampering him. Let's go on to penalties right now. Actually, let's go on to position change. So Apex keeps with a brilliant race at the moment, the Smithy up the field, and yeah, pretty nice there. Oh, cold man. Cited with the 9 second penalty actually here, and Apex keeps is really catching up. So 1.3 behind, so he's going to be looking to even get that overtake on track, even though Cited is going to lose a lot of time. And Smithy has dropped back. That's 6 seconds for Turbo, so Turbo is basically out of this now. It's not going to be a win for him, but he's going to be able to cruise this one to second place. Jack's done a brilliant job so far. No penalties, and just being so quick even on that slower tyre. That's Jack just ceding that position, doesn't need to fight it. There's no need to risk it at this point. He's going to go for an unbelievable switchback though. Down into turn 4. Is he going to make this move stick? Turbo trying to go around the outside, but just doesn't have the grip. Little bit of lag involved, but other than that, very nice switchback from Jack. Back into the lead of the race. Love to see it from him. Clearly, I mean, showing that pace. I think we all knew he had that pace in him. He just struggling to utilise it really, especially last season, and the first couple of races has been very unlucky. I mean, the CRF4 he obviously had that unfortunate, very unfortunate wing damage after the safety car, and that caused him to just drop down the field and actually put up a really good fight considering on that wing damage. And yeah, that caused issues for him. So I think there's definitely bigger things to come from Jack, and he can definitely fight for the CRF4 and CRF3 championship. In fact, definitely has that pace, and he showed it many times. Nick is going to look for this move down the inside into the chicane. Can he make the move stick? I think he has done, but is Big Van Bowski going to look for the DRS move? Tebas Fink stays behind Jack at the moment. I think he's going to be looking to tee up the move for the final lap to try and get the on-track W, but Oh, that's been Bambalski going a little bit wide there. Trying to calculate where everyone's going to finish right now because of the number of penalties around Imola. I mean, it's so easy to get a warning because track limits is so difficult. I think Apex and Smithy will go up a position. Andy Ring's on the brink of losing a position to Super, who's actually done a 2-stop, by the way. He has done a 2-stop, and he's done an absolutely incredible job to get to 7th. And that could even be 6th if he has the pace, which I think he will do on those fresh set of tyres. So Jack is just broke away from Turbo on this final lap, presumably using that DRS button, that ERS button, and just breaking away, causing no issues from on the final lap. Jack with an absolutely incredible race just has to do one more lap now to win his first race, or first race from what I've seen in CRF4. Apex Capes. Can he look for this move on Sighted? Even though he's going to get the penalty with the penalties added, he's going to get that win. But I mean, it's always nice to have an on track podium. Sighted has got his red light flashing, which means he's under 10%. So he's still got a chance at this. Still got a chance at getting ahead if he has that pace to do so. What's Apex's battery? It is also low, so they are both low on battery, but it maybe could get ahead. NFC Vic is going to go for a move now on the McLaren on the final lap, so he's got up to P8 as well. So, I mean, the two stoppers. Oh no, actually, NFC Vic has pitted, didn't he? He went from the front and then pit, but he's still done a great job to get where he is. Might just, yeah. And that's spin when I've gone on to him. Commentator's curse, I guess. McLaren's gone round as well, so that gives Big Bambalski a possible podium. Going on board with Jack though, and that's actually Smith. That's Apex Capes. Oh my god, I think he spun on the final lap. No way. So Apex Capes has lost a position. He's lost the podium. But going on board with Jack, he's won the Imola Grand Prix in CRF4, commanding victory with Turbo Sphinx coming in second. The CRF5 manager with a great result. Pias getting fastest lap there at the end of the race, just taking that off whoever had it. Sighted's going to drop back here with Smithy getting podium. Apex Capes just missing out on that podium at the end with that spin. That's going to be heartbreaking for him. Sighted in P5 with those penalties, with Super, I think, going to come through in P6. Andy Ring gets P7. P8 is going to go to NFC Vickers with a good drive to get back into P8. Super, unbelievable drive to get back to P6, honestly. Hallam will drop positions, actually, with Big Van Balski getting up to 9th. And that's TVV Syndical up to 9th with his 2-stop as well. So the 2 stoppers have managed to salvage some points. And that is Big Van Balski in 10th, and Hallam gets 11th after that unfortunate crash at the start of the safety car. The other McLaren is in P12, with Labrat Dan getting P13, White Boy Ricky in P14, and Mike finishes out. Oh no, hang on, 15th. I think Mike must have finished 16th then. Unfortunate result for the Williams drivers, and I mean Mike put up a great fight in the lead in the middle of the race, just didn't have that pace as the tyres died. Very unlucky to see him down there today after a brilliant result both in CRF3 in Bahrain and in CRF4 last week. Coming about, I think it was 6th at the time. But to run through your order, we have Jack winning the race, commanding victory, pole by somewhat of a big margin, and then winning the race. And that will secure him 18 points in the championship, which will be big for his championship hopes. Turbo Sphinx in P2, brilliant performance by him again, and Smithy salvages that P3 off Apex Capes and gets P4. Sighted in P5 with Super in P6, Andy Ring in P7, NFC Vickers in P8, TTV Syndical in P9, and rounding off the top 10 is Big Van Balski. In P11 we have Hallam, with the other McLaren in P12, Apollo. P13, Labrat down with Mike in P14. White Boy Ricky is in P15. Pias getting that, well, it won't be a point for him as he's outside the top 10, but he takes that away from whoever had the fastest stop time, which I'm pretty sure was Jack or actually, no, maybe Syndical with the 16.4. 17th goes to Adrian, and 18th, the only DNF of the race, was EBN. Look through the race director in case we need it for race control. FIA decisions. That's broken. Okay. So there were so many. There's so many track cuts it couldn't even show. Well, that helps. Yeah. That's Imola for you, for you, literally. We will be back on Friday. Actually, we won't be back on Friday. We'll be back on Saturday for Tier 2 at 7:30. It'd be slightly later than 7:30 BST because we have the Qatar Grand Prix on. So go and watch that, and then be sure to come and tune in with us around 8 o'clock British Standard Time on the Saturday, and it should be around the same time on the Sunday for our Tier 2 and Tier 1 races. The big races to watch. So definitely be sure to come and watch us. And then on next Monday we have the CRF3 race, which you'll join me again to do another unbelievably rubbish commentary as always. Thank you very much for watching, and we will see you soon.